to get the hula to make that right-hand turn to come down here to a lead drive. Look at an age group we're trying to high-five.
Can you spot him in the water, the 2010 Ironman World Champion Chris McCormack? No? Well, let me help you. The funny thing is, at the beginning of the day, there are very few people who would have thought that Chris McCormack would have ended up crossing the finish line first at the end of the day. In fact, at the pre-race press conference that featured the favorites, you'll notice that Chris is conspicuous in his absence. So how did Macca repeat as Ironman World Champion? Well, it certainly wasn't on the swim. Andy Potts was the first professional athlete out of the water.
There's so many amazing athletes out here, and it's just going to be an awesome battle today and an awesome adventure.
In about a minute, the professional transition area behind me, that'll be the most exciting place on the island. In fact, Chris came out of the water in 20th position, way behind race leader Andy Potts, and perhaps more importantly, even behind last year's defending champion, Craig Alexander.
You know, you just roll with the punches. I've been here so many years. I've had the highs and lows in Kona.
And perhaps just as worrying to Macca was that another early race favorite, Chris Lieto, was hot on his heels, and there was little doubt in anyone's mind that Lieto would crush the bike. The helicopter's overhead, the motorcycle's coming, in just the next few minutes, the first man off bike will be coming right down this road behind me. And sure enough, Chris Lieto had crushed the bike with the fastest bike split of the day, a 4:23, putting him in first place. First into transition and first out of transition. Now it was time for Chris Lieto to prove he had what it takes to win the race on the run.
Racer number 24, Rain Artistic, and Macca. Macca is here. You gotta watch out for Macca. He's been flying under the radar, and he's ready to tear it apart. Chris McCormack, Australia.
You know, you just do the little things right, and I focused on that after last year.
One of the things that Chris had obviously focused on was the bike, as his bike split was about 9 minutes faster than Craig Alexander. Craig Alexander was now on the run and chasing and had a lot of time to make up on the marathon. I'm at the beginning of the marathon, and at this point, race favorite Craig Alexander and the first out of the water, American Andy Potts, are both about 15 minutes behind. Can they make up that much time on the marathon? Hard to say, but I can tell you it's hot and it's humid and it's going to be a rough run. They say you never give up during an Ironman, and that was certainly the case this day, because by mile 10 of the run, the race was between Chris McCormack, and chasing him down hard was German up-and-coming star Andreas Raelert.
He was taking about 10 seconds a mile out of me, and I thought I'll take my time through the energy lab and make sure I focus on nutrition and expect him to catch me, and hopefully his chase, he'll neglect that nutrition a little bit. And when he called me about about 3 miles to go, I was starting to feel very, very good, and I knew he wasn't going to blow by me because he was only taking 10 seconds a mile, and he sort of ran up on my shoulder. We started running side by side, and with about 1.5 miles or 2 miles to go, I turned to him and said, no matter what happens here, mate, best of luck, you're a champion, and we shook hands, and then we didn't say a word to each other from that point on.
It looks like he's running a little bit more Macca these days, but no, that's amazing to see athletes kind of sink in with each other like that. You don't do it intentionally, but it does happen. Paul, what do you think? Who has the advantage in this situation?
Well, that's what I was about to say. Raelert ran up on Macca.
As we were running down Palani Hill, he yelled Coke, water at the aid station. I couldn't believe he was going to the aid station, so I absolutely hit the gas when he went to that aid station and got the gap, and that was the winning gap. But he's still a long way from home. I hit that flat, I panicked a little bit, I started to get a stitch, and I tried to breathe and relax. But when you're running for the Ironman World title, you just close your eyes, grit your teeth, and go for it.
He's just trying to get the whole eye to make that right-hand turn to come down here to a lead drive. Look at an age group we're trying to high-five him. Buddy, get out of the way. Come on, let him through. Let him through. From Australia, he did it again. The one, the only, Chris
races we've had in a long, long time.
You may look back in a few years and think, geez, that was the one that got away. I shouldn't have got aid at that aid station, because it was definitely the you know, once I saw him do that, I went for it, and it was enough of a gap to hang on.
I was very impressed with Macca. To be caught like that, hang on and make the move at the end, he earned it.
Last time I won here, I don't remember much. I was crying probably for the last, quarter mile. So this year I really enjoyed it, and I was greeted by my family at the end. It was a wonderful day.